Hi, I'm Shreya and this is Decoding Code. In this video, we're going to be talking about interfaces, and this is actually pretty closely related to abstract classes, and some of the concepts are very similar, so it would help to be familiar with that. And in this video, we're just going to be going over what interfaces are, how to use them, meaning syntax, why we use them, and also I'm going to be demonstrating with an example. So let's get right into it. Alright, so what is an interface? An interface is kind of like an abstract class in the way that it has abstract methods. However, it is different because an abstract class can have methods that are not abstract, that are completely concrete and already implemented. But an interface has only abstract methods, so it's basically like a listing of these not implemented methods, and the abstract methods would need another class to implement them. And also another thing is that when you are implementing an interface, you can actually implement two or more, however many interfaces you want, directly at the same time. So with abstract classes, you can implement two, but it would be indirectly, because if there was like a chain and the other two would already have a parent-child relationship and then you were extending the child, then yes, technically you would be inheriting from two classes, but that would be indirectly. With an interface, you can actually implement two or more directly. So yeah, it's basically like a blueprint, and it's just a listing of exactly what, in my case, flowers needs to have. So num petals, color, freshness, stem length. Alright, moving on. How do we use interfaces? So the syntax is basically, it's public interface. It's an interface. And so we use this keyword interface. And then mine is flowers, and we don't have to put abstract because it's just inherently abstract, because it is an interface and all of them need to be abstract. So I just have a public integer num petals, void color, void freshness, and void stem length. So all of these, for any class that would be implementing this interface flowers, they would need to be implementing these methods as well. And yeah, you can also add any other methods you want in that class, but this is what it is. Alright, so moving on to the class that is implementing it, you would use this implements keyword here. And if you wanted to implement two or more, you would just put a comma and then list out the other interfaces that you would want to implement. You need to implement all of the methods. So I did int num petals. This one has 5. Freshness, I'm drying up, please give me some water. And then I added another one that's watering the flower, which is specific to this flower type. And then color is a burgundy red, and then it's a short stem, so it's low to the ground. And this is just implementing all of the methods in there, and I'm just printing out these statements to the user. And then what I'm doing is making an object of this class, and then doing color and freshness. Let's do this. And then you can see I'm drying up, please give me some water. I can also water it, and I did mine as firecracker sedum because I probably said that wrong, I'm sorry. But I just searched up a flower, and then that's what I did. So I just put the watering the flower here, and then I can run it. There we go, I've been watered, thank you. So that is the basic syntax of it, and now we're going to be getting into the why. Why would I even need to be using an interface when I could be using an abstract class, for example? Well, interfaces give you that completely abstract interface, and it's just like a blueprint. So it's stating exactly what needs to be there. The variables are unchangeable, they're just how they are, and you can also implement two or more if you want to do that, that's something to keep in mind. If your project needs you to implement two different like categories of something, or like if it's an animal and then a mammal have two different like characteristics, animal would be more general, then you could implement both of those if you're doing, say, a cow or something. Also, you can just have different classes be implementing this flower. Like this is just one type of flower, but I could have like dozens of flowers off of this same just interface, and they would all be completely different, but with the same sort of characteristics, and what they need to have are the same. Okay, so it is also pretty important to learn and just understand what Java is providing for you, because like in my previous video, I talked about hash maps, and hash maps, the class is actually implementing the interface, which is maps, and then there are a bunch of other ones implementing the same one, and some of them have higher security, some of them have different like levels, and they are just different, but you can use them depending on whatever you're doing and how your data needs to be handled. So if you want to go check that video out, then you totally can. These are the reasons why interfaces are really important and good to learn about. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned more about interfaces from it. If you did, hit the like and subscribe for more content, or consider subscribing. And I will see you guys again next week. I upload every Monday. I hope you have a great day. Bye!